Hi, this is Daniel Hubschman with Hollywood.com. I'm here in Sussex, England at the Buckhurst estate talking to the filmmakers and animators behind Disney's new film, Winnie the Pooh. Let's have a look at what they have to say. So Mark, what do you do as an animator to make your version of the character unique and stand apart from the classic renderings?
We were encouraged throughout to, for all the artists involved, all the animators, to really make these characters, make this project our own. So it's about, acting, taking on a role, and just, I was conscious of what had been done before in the past and thinking, oh, it would have been really fun to have animated Winnie the Pooh. Now we've had the chance to do that. So it's my take on, what I think Pooh is and how he will function in this new story.
How much breathing room or creative license do you have when rendering, the character, without the producers or the estate or the studio sort of like, coming on and saying, well, we want to, nudge you back in this direction, or I don't know how far out you would want to take these classic characters anyway, but how much creative license is there?
Well, there are definitely boundaries, and as these characters have already been established. There's the original Shepherd sketches and drawings, designs, and then there's obviously what Disney in the 60s developed and changed to make it, acceptable for a feature film. So that's what we were basing, all of our work on.
Is there a lot of interaction between yourself and the other animators when talking about how the characters are going to interact with one another, or maybe how they're going to contrast on the screen?
Yeah, we'll spend a lot of time. One of the meetings that we use is what we call a workbook turnover. So when a sequence comes out of story and it's ready to go into production, the key artists that are involved in that particular sequence will sit down in a meeting, and from the animator's point of view, our big emphasis is exactly as you described it. It's like, okay, well, what is the character doing? What's the best way, or is there a better way? Is there a different entertainment, or what are the entertainment possibilities in this sequence? Wouldn't it be funny if, so we start with what's on the storyboards, and we'll build on it. It's like, oh, somebody will come up with an idea. Oh, wouldn't it be funny? Well, if Eeyore does this, and then maybe Pooh could do this. So there is a lot of that, and it happens in this meeting called the workbook turnover.
Does the hiring of a specific voice actor, does that ever have any effect on what the character is going to look like? Do you ever try and combine likenesses? I know that, again, you can't really stray too far from the classic nature, but their personality, does it come into play at all?
Well, in this case, certainly the physical characteristics wouldn't apply as much, but certainly the fact that Craig Ferguson's take on Owl is Craig Ferguson's take. Mm-hmm. It's different. And Tom Kenny's take on Rabbit is his. So they, I think, would influence mostly in the performance. For the animators that worked on those characters, we couldn't change the designs as much, but certainly a little bit of how that character is. So Owl and Rabbit maybe have a little more of an edge to them than originally was done in the past. But yeah, that's certainly a big part of the fact that we have new voices doing those roles.